Hello students, hope you all are doing great. I'm Achal Chaudhary working as an assistant professor in management department. Today I'm going to share an online video on principles of management. If you haven't seen my previous videos, then please check them once as this video is linked up with the previous videos and this video will not be helpful if you haven't seen my previous videos. And link of the previous videos has been given in the description below. Please check them once. If you want the PDF notes of any video, then you can mail me regarding the same. My mail ID has been mentioned in the description of this channel. So students, this is your lecture number 5 of unit 4 and this is your last lecture. Today we will cover all the remaining topics of the unit 4. In previous lecture, we have studied your traditional control techniques in detail and also we have a look on the budgetary control and types of budgets. And today we are going to start the modern techniques of control and also we will study in detail your social audit. So let's get started. Modern techniques of control. First is your return on investment, which is also known as ROI. It's a kind of technique which is used to determine whether the capital invested in the business has been effectively used or not for generating responsible amount of returns. So students, what happens that whenever you are investing something, some amount, some assets in your organization, then whatever the return you are getting from that investment, that is your return on investment. And if you are not getting any return through that investment, then there is no point, there is no use of investing in those activities. So for investment, it's very important that you are getting some return on that particular investment. And if you are not getting any kind of return, then in that case, you should not carry forward that particular activity or particularly that production. Next is your ratio analysis. It's a technique of analyzing the financial statements of a business firm by computing different ratios. So here what you have to do, you have to compute different ratios to know different statement of financial statement analysis. First, like liquidity ratio. So whenever you are calculating the liquidity ratio, then you are calculating it to know short-term financial position of the business and a person's or organization's ability to pay short-term liabilities. Then next is your solvency ratio. Ratio is calculated to know long-term solvency and if an organization is able to pay its long-term debt. And next is like your profitability ratio. Profitability ratio is like gross profit ratio, net profit ratio. Here what you have to do, you are just calculating your ratio to find out whether you are getting a profit or not and in what percentage. And last is your turnover ratio. Turnover ratio helps in knowing whether the resources are effectively used for increasing the efficiency of operations of business or not. So these are the ratio which you calculate under your modern technique control. Next is your responsibility accounting. Under this system of accounting, various sections, departments or divisions of an organization are set up as responsibility centers. Each center has a head who is responsible for attaining the target of his center. So basically students, what happened in this case, the responsibility of overall project, of overall production is divided into different divisions, into different departments, so that each and every head of that particular department will be responsible for their work. So here what will happen, here output will be increased, as you know that whenever you are lacking in some point of time, whenever you find that there is a lack in the cost department, so then in that situation what you will do, you will rectify that error easily because you know very well that where the lack is, where is there, कहाँ पर आपको कोई problem आ रही है, when you know the exact situation, exact problem. So then in that case it's very easy to eliminate those changes. So here responsibility centers are like different kind of centers, like cost centers, revenue centers, profit or investment centers. So everything is divided into different centers. So here you know that which department, which center is lacking behind, and where when there is a change or there is a like diversification in the production, so you are having a right idea, एग्जैक्ट आइडिया कि आपको प्रॉब्लम कहाँ फेस आ रही है, व्हेन कहाँ पर एग्जैक्टली आपको ज़रूरत है टू मॉडिफाई द एक्टिविटी, टू मेक सम चेंजेस. नेक्स्ट इज योर PERT and CPM. PERT is also known as Program Evaluation and Review Technique, CPM Critical Path Method. So basically these methods, these important techniques are used in planning and controlling. It's one of the important factor you can say, or important control technique which is used by many organizations to plan and to control the activities. So it helps in computation of the total expected time. और इसमें the main thing which is occur happens in this case कि whenever you are having some sort of idea regarding the PERT and CPM, so then in that case you know very well कि आपको maximum time कितना लगेगा to complete a production. You know कि max to max you will need 24 days to complete a particular task, whatever the situation is. That is good if you are completing it in 20 days or maybe 18 days. That's a different situation. But it helps us to know the critical time, critical path to complete that situation. So here you can say that PERT and CPN helps us to compute the total expected time needed to complete a project, and also helps us to evaluate the critical effect on the project completion. Management Information System. Basically, MIS is a computer-based information system which provides accurate, timely, and up-to-date information to the managers for taking various managerial decisions. Basically, students, MIS helps us in getting the information on a timely basis whenever we require to take some important decision. So here what we have to do, we will not be dependent on some particular person only. So now everyone can access that information and they can take decisions accordingly, as it can be accessed by anyone. If you are having some information in your computer database, so what will happen, you can easily go to your computer and you can access that information. So basically MIS helps manager to take the decisions on a appropriate time, and they are able to access the data anytime. Next is your zero based budgeting. These days, zero-based budgeting is popular technique of budgetary control. In this technique, every next year budget is made on nil basis. It can only be possible if your estimated income will be equal to the estimated expenses. At the time, difference is between estimated income and estimated expense will be zero. And if in case there is any excess, it will be adjusted in the same year. See, student, what happens in zero-based budgeting, whenever you are having some estimated revenue more than the estimated expenses, then you need to increase the amount or you have to allocate into new estimated expenses. And in that situation, what will happen? No amount will be forwarded to the next year. आपके पास जब भी एक्सेस मनी है, एक्सेस रेवेन्यू बच जाता है, after paying all the expenses, then what you have to do, you have to adjust that particular amount in the current year only. You will not take that particular revenue, that amount of revenue which has been like in excess from the expenses. After paying all the expenses, you can't take it to the next year. This is your zero based budgeting. Next is your human resource accounting. Basically, HRA involves accounting for expenditures related to human resources as assets, because humans are considered as a assets for the organization, because they are the whole and soul person, whole and soul, you can say, process, who is working to achieve the organizational goals. So all the processes of the organization are adapted, operated by human resource. Thereby the changes in the HR costs and benefits must be considered. Human resource accounting is basically an information system that tells management what changes are occurring over time to the human resource of the business. So basically, it helps us to give the ideas regarding the human resource, what all the expenses are to be incurred on the human resource of the organization, whether they are useful or not. And ऐसा तो नहीं है that company is investing on a wrong track, they are investing on a like wrong thing. So it should be analyzed and evaluated whether those expenses are mandatory to do and are efficiently and successful for the successful of the organization development. So ये सब चीजें ensure होनी चाहिए, then only our organization should take a step regarding these changes. Next is your management audit. That is non can be defined as an objective and independent appraisal of the effectiveness of manager and the effectiveness of the corporate structure in the achievement of company's objective and policies. Its aim is to identify existing and potential management weakness. Here what we have to do, we have to find out the management's weakness within an organization and to recommend ways to rectify these weaknesses. And after that, we should work on the rectification of those weakness or those errors. So basically, it identifies the deficiency in the performance of management function, and then appropriate action is needed to be taken to ensure to remove that deficiency, or you can say error, from that particular manager's performance. So it ensures required modification in the existing managerial policies and techniques according to the environmental changes. See, everyone knows that environment keeps on changing. So in that situation, what is mandatory कि कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है that your management is still following the same old techniques and they are following on the like working on the same path which they are being followed by the like past many years they are being following the same path. So ऐसा तो नहीं है. Here management needs to like find out it by themselves also. They have to ensure कि आप वो खुद भी उनको खुद को जज करना चाहिए दैट वॉट एवर दे आर डूइंग वो सही कर भी रहे हैं या नहीं. कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है दैट दे नीड टू मेंटेन सम चेंजेस, दे नीड टू अडॉप्ट सम चेंजेस in their activities, in their process, in the way of they are working, the way they are working, इन सब चीज़ों में कोई changes required तो नहीं है. So it should be ensured by themselves only. And last topic of the day is social audit. What is social audit? It's a way of measuring, understanding, reporting, and ultimately improving an organization's social and ethical performance. Basically, social audit is a kind of formal review of a company's procedures and you can say code of conduct regarding social responsibility and the company's impact on the society. A social audit is an assessment of how well the company is achieving its goals or benchmarks for social responsibility. Basically, if we consider social audit, so it should be something a balance between the profitability of the organization and its social responsibility. As we all know that a company, whenever we establish a company, so it also ensures that it will not harm the society. their activities or any procedure of that particular organization will not harm their code of conduct or social, they will follow the social responsibility. So social audit is something when you are keeping an eye, you are just measuring or you are just checking it out whether the company is following that ethical performance or they are just following that code of conduct or not. Objectives of social audit. First, to keep the fair price of the goods produced for the consumers. So, social audit ensures that whether the company is keeping its goods price a fair price or not. Second, to formulate and activate initiatives for the development of local communities. Basically, social audit also focuses on that whether the company is focusing on the development of the local communities or not, or whether they are just taking the advantage from that particular local community or that. Next, to assess the conditions in which the workers are made to work. So it's the responsibility of the social auditor to evaluate whether the conditions where the worker is working, those are favorable or not, whether they are being provided a proper amenities, proper benefits like proper drinking water are to be provided to them or not. Next, to determine whether workers are being paid fair wages or not. कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है that workers से काम ले लिया जाता है but they are not being paid appropriately. So here the auditor has to ensure that all the employees, all the workers of the organization are being paid fairly. Last, to assess the impact of the company's operation on the local community or environment. Basically here what auditor has to consider that whatever the producing company is producing, so उसका कोई impact तो नहीं हो रहा है environment में, जो local environment है या फिर local community है उसका कोई bad impact तो नहीं है, कोई negative impact तो नहीं है उन लोगों पर. So here social auditor has to also to ensure that the company's operation is not somehow harming the local community or environment. So basically, social audit focuses on the environmental impact which is resulting from the company's operation. They keeps in transparency in the reporting any kind of issue which is related to the public or environment. It also ensures that community development and financial contributions is going on from that organization point of view, and it also focuses on that there is no discriminatory practices held in the organization. So students, that's it for today's lecture, and here your unit 4 has been completed. So here are the questions which is related to your unit 4. What is social audit? It has been asked in your previous year exam. Write a detailed note on modern control techniques and their significance. So you have to solve both of these questions, and if you face any kind of difficulty in solving these questions or you have any query regarding your unit 4, then do let me know. I will try to arrange a doubt session for you and there I will clear all your doubts. Thank you for your cooperation and interest. Stay tuned for more videos.